Hey guys, it's Gadget, and happy Valentine's Day. And this is sort of a Valentine Christmassy robe, but whatever. But guess what's back? The ears. Yes. Well, since the idiots took the cat ears, I have on Care Bear ears to my bedtime bear Halloween costume. Yes, these are my bedtime bear ears. And if you haven't figured it out, bedtime bear is my favorite Care Bear. Always has and always will be. Okay? And only was able to get Bedtime Bear when I was in my 20s and 30s because back when they came out in the 80s, you couldn't find him. It had to be what my mom wanted and everything. So, yeah, so Bedtime Bear ears. All right, and my little red robe because we finally just got the heat back, but it's still cold in here. What else has been going on? That's right, it is Valentine's Day for those of you out there, and I'll put a link to my P.O. box and everything and stuff. I'll put my P.O. box in there because, like I said, I want to hear from you guys. If you want to send anything, tell me about your stories or anything, I'll post them on here and all that stuff. But, basically, my Valentine's Day was starting out okay. I was freezing cold, freezing cold. Could not clean my dishes, could not do anything. Shadow was hogging the blankets, and many other things, but all in all, what's the difference with this Valentine's Day for any other one? Never have a boyfriend at the time, or if I do, they're idiots and they forget. Or they like to break up with me and then get back with me after all the holidays so they don't have to worry about paying for anything. Thank you, right? So, this year, like I said, me and the cat were just trying to keep warm while there was no heat in the house for the past 2 days. So, right now, this was the only warm robe I had and everything, and lucky it's red. But it's more like a Christmassy red, but who cares, right? So what else happened good today? Not much. I did what I could do, but there was something very cool that just happened right now. As you all well know, I've been finding this person, Kelly, from Once Upon a Pearl. Okay? This is her information. I don't know if you can make it out. I'm going to even put all her links in my page and everything, right? Now, she has been sold out on her pearls, and since I'm not doing anything for you know who and stuff like that, basically I have been now going to take care of me, and whenever I can I'll buy a necklace or something. And she had a special that was, it was a pendant with a pearl for $40, but it was sold out, and that's what I wanted for Valentine's Day, right? To treat myself because like I said, guys don't like to buy me anything because they're too cheap of a bastard, or they like to leave me for other girls and other things because they think that it's grass is greener on the other side. Then when they find out I was the good one, they start knocking at my door again, and sometimes I say bye-bye. I give you enough chances, you know? Like, oh God, Christopher Graham John Fuel got 4 chances. And one was a given because his grandfather passed away. So if he ever lies to you guys, his grandfather better be coming and bitch slapping him soon. All right? Because if he lies one more time, that's not fair, you know? So, how did I end up where I'm going with this? Well, I won a whole tray of pearls. That's right, guys. I won a whole tray of pearls for Valentine's Day because of me. She put my name in as what everybody else ordered, and it was a contest to see who would get a full tray of pearls for the Valentine's Day contest, right? And the funny part is some of them were bought by their boyfriends or husbands or anything as presents and everything. And I thought that would have been cute one day and everything, right? When if I ever, or do I have, you guys will never know if I have a boyfriend or not after what Christopher pulled and everything. So with Once Upon a Pearl, I was watching the show tonight, and I wasn't going to watch, but I said, let me watch tonight, And she does the live pearls Tuesday and Friday. And I like watching because they're fun because you get to see what opens up and all these, right? She goes, okay, I have my winner. And I'm like, I'm sitting there just eating my bagel, drinking my soda because my soda's still here, right? Right? Because after this, I have to tell you something that happened very sad. All right? This is why I'm trying to do the good stuff first because the sad stuff is coming after. She goes, you won, Gadget. I'm like this. I'm like, I typed in what? I got 5 pearls. And I think one was a chrome, Two were Aurora Borealis, where they were the blue, the purpley color ones. That's three. And then one was a champagne or a peach and everything, right? So if I can find a good jeweler or somebody that can make the necklaces, I'm gonna piece together a certain thing that the way I want it, especially with those purple and blue ones, because the dark ones, those are good. I even have ones that I had gotten that look like the Doctor Who colors and everything, and I really want to make that for myself because, like I said, I've been dating cheap bastards, and like I said, also family sucks too. But here nor there and everything, I told you, if these guys really wanted me, they wouldn't think the grass is greener on the other side. And here's the sad news today. I received a phone call from my friend's daughter, Sarah, my friend Sarah. Not Sarah that I usually talk to, not my friend Heidi, that her daughter Sarah. This is my adoptive uncle. He calls me his niece, Bill Fender. Okay. He always I met him in 2010, and he always made me the niece. I was his niece, right? That's how much when he heard my story and everything, and heard about everything about me, met me, and he says, he used to say a lot of things about me, that I'm special in a good way, because not a lot of people are like you. Not a lot of people have a light that hasn't been shown yet. Like, once you find that niche and everything, like, he would always be positive messages, encouragement. He helped the maid cafes. He was always into anime. He was a big kid. And when Sarah told me what happened and everything, it hit, because he was friends with a lot of us in the anime podcast. He was friends with us all and everything, karate, you name it. He was a big kid, and to see him pass away, I say please send prayers to Sarah, her brothers. Sarah needs it right now and everything. A lot of us too. We lost I lost my adoptive uncle, a best friend, everybody, a confidant, someone I could call about things, someone who told me, was very proud of me when I met Christopher, was very proud of me writing my book about the trip. He wanted to read it and everything, and he promised promised he was going to hold on to read it. I guess when I said I finished it, I think he thought I was finished. But Sarah says that she's going to read it to him. She's going to read it to him. And you all know what I like that. That way he can hear it. Because with everything going on, I meant to call when I got back, but you see how everything was and stuff. But I think it was more meant for him to be with Sarah and her brothers and everything and stuff. So please send some good vibes to her and everything. And I don't know if I have permission yet. I'm going to find out, but I really would hope that some of you would send, if you've worked in the maid cafes, you know who I'm talking about. And please send her, hug her if you see her. I'm going to try to make the trip, not for the funeral away, because I can't do those because of work and everything, what's going on and stuff. But if I'm going to try, when the book is done, to make a trip out there, because she's the closest to where I live and everything. The other ones are all in the other areas and stuff and everything. And yeah, it's sad. I lost my uncle. I lost someone who I could call whenever Christopher was being stupid. And yeah, the tears. I see the tears are all over. I promised I wouldn't cry, because I don't want Sarah to see me cry. You know what I mean? And stuff. And that's why I'm also wearing that, because he told me, just be a big kid. I mean, there's a really cool picture, and I do have permission to show that, because that's how I'm going to remember him. I just have to find my phone. Actually, no. Let me see if I can pull it up on Facebook. Actually, no, I can pull it up because she let me download it. That's why I'm going to pull it up. This is the one picture I'm going to have printed and put on my wall to remember him by. Because he, oh my God, was the best. He was a big kid. He was, you know what I mean? He was Uncle Bill to me. He was always making me laugh and things and stuff, He just, if you needed anything, talk to a confidant. He was always there. Like, this is him. I don't know if my camera can reach that well. Let me see if I can move my camera. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to keep it on me too as well. And I know I look a mess and everything, but I'm trying to put this so you guys can see him a little bit better. Let me see if this will work now. Yeah, that's Uncle Bill. Put it closer. Oh, you didn't want it that big. Okay. Yep, that's him. You know, I'm telling you guys, if you wanted an uncle like him or someone, a friend, everything, he was a good guy. He is a good guy. Okay? That's why be happy, be bright, be you. That was always him too. Always telling me my light hasn't, others can, it's just don't let like others, but he would always tease me about Christopher. Always. Because think about it. I've known him for 7 years. 7 years. And he has seen me through the good times and the bad with all my boyfriends, ex-boyfriends and everything. And this one, he really thought, like many, that Christopher was going to be the one that actually saw my light, saw the type of person I was, wouldn't prejudge me, wouldn't treat me differently than other people have and everything, would see me for me. And that's why he encouraged me too to go on the trip. He said, write about it. Everybody else kept telling me, write about it. And he would talk with me about it. He's like, I want to read that. You know? There were so many people that said it, but he said, did you write it yet? Like, are you going to write it? And then when I thought I wasn't going to write it, because I was so upset with the situation, what Christopher did to me, he said, write it, sweetie. I want to read it. Write it. Write it so I can read it before I go. And I'm like, I thought he was going like on, you know what I mean? Because he wasn't that bad, you know? He wasn't that bad. I thought he just meant he was going on a trip or something and he wouldn't get a chance to read it when it's done, that I would have to wait till he got back. And who knew this was going to happen? So my Care Bear ears, my cat ears, my everything that's there. If you guys ever want to know why they're here, because of my Uncle Bill. You guys don't know there's reasons for everything. You don't understand why I do things. He told me, be myself. Don't let others change you. Don't let them prejudge you. Fight. Him and my Auntie Rita. All my adopted, like any time they were older than me. To be called the niece, even on his friends list, I was listed as the niece. He had his daughter, everything and stuff, and I was listed as the niece. That's how close we were. And that's how I'm going to miss him. And that's why I want you guys to send some good vibes to Sarah. Because that's his daughter, that's everything. That was his baby girl. And he would talk about her all the time. So please, I need everybody in the anime community, if you know Uncle Bill Fender, please send heartward messages. Tell Sarah she's not alone and everything. And that's how my day was today. So I don't know if winning the pearls was from him, because I didn't think I was going to win those. Or was it because of all the good I do that he says I always do? That people just like to prejudge me because they don't know me. And he says it's sad. He used to tell me it was always sad. Like even with the ex-boyfriends. They never got to know you. Some didn't even want to know you. And that's okay. They just didn't understand your light. They didn't understand you. Because they're in so much darkness. He said, be yourself. Don't change for anyone. He did, however, say that Christopher's a scared cat. Well, not in those words, but you know what I mean? Because he always thought Christopher was going to be with me. With all the fights and everything and stuff like that. He says, oh, that's just him. He's nervous. He doesn't realize he fell. He doesn't realize this. He'll come around. Don't worry. So, yeah. So, that's what I'm trying to think of. Because of everything and stuff. And The only other good thing that happened was Dad gave me a box of chocolate. Yeah, so while I go eat this chocolate and be with the cat and get ready for work and everything else and watch some anime, because I'm watching this new one that someone asked me to review. It was age 12. It's about like what I don't know. I've never seen it before, but it's about like new love and at that age and everything and stuff. So I'll review it and see what it says. But someone wanted me to review it for here and everything, so I'll try and see. But I've been trying to get through the episodes. They're cute. Sad thing is that it reminds me of what's been going on and stuff. But whatever. But I'm just gonna see if I can wear my Care Bear ears at work tomorrow. But I don't think they're gonna let me. But this is for you, Uncle Bill. And Luke, if you're watching, don't ever disgrace these ever again. Don't, if you want to know why people do something, ask. This is from my uncle who just passed away. All right? So if you want to disrespect, I hope he comes and makes sure you understand from the grave. Because just like Christopher's grandfather, I hope they see what you all are doing. Because that's not right. So this is for my uncle who just passed away. A person who befriended me at a convention, who made me his adoptive niece, all because he liked what he saw and knew I was a good person. I wish all of you out in the UK could see that. But since you're so petty and jealous and stupid, even the ones here in America, because you're juvenile little brats, even you, Christopher Graham John Fuel, the spoiled brat, you roped your parents into everything. So on this Valentine's Day, goodness happened to me, and some sadness. But as an adult, I know how to deal with it. And all I ask now is that you show some respect to my uncle who passed, and not make fun of anything else I do. Or I swear, whatever you put out will come back to you. So either you guys fix what you broke and make this day nice, or just keep being the selfish little brats and spoiled brats that you are as adults, because I don't think you're going to get any further than you are. My days, I'm moving forward. I just won 5 pearls. I'm writing for a podcast who saw my worth when Christopher's little friends didn't, because they only wanted to play. Okay? Telling you guys right now, you have ways to fix it, but until you see how to fix it, life has to move forward. And I hope today you realize that after me losing somebody and my friend losing her father, I hope you guys realize that what you're doing to me and to many others like me is petty garbage. If you have to hurt someone because you're bored with your friggin' life when they're moving forward and you can't own up to it, look in the mirror again. I had to give him up to find out that he was the one causing the problem, because he was trying either to manipulate all of you or the fact that he didn't know what was going on. And that's sad, because I do think he knows what was going on, and I know he knows what he was doing. And that's even sadder. To keep this charade up for 4 years. I had better things to do. Now, if he wants to fix it, fine and great. He knows how. But Luke and all of you, do not disrespect the ears. Do not tonight of all nights. And K9 is telling me I have a message, so I will let you guys go. Happy Valentine's Day, and I will put my links up. I'd like to hear your stories. And if you knew Bill, Uncle Bill, let me know too. I'll read your message, and I'll try to give them to Sarah as well. All right? Love to you all, and to you, Uncle Bill. When you saw me when no one else could. Bye. May you rest in peace. Bye. Bye, guys.